This is awesome.
One of those open marriages.
Is Parramatta more than sport and cars?
Mum is hungry.
I'm terrified to die like my father. My name is BecMac. I'm an artist, a performer, a video maker, a mother and a wife. I have been obsessed about talking to people about love. You in love at the moment? You in love at the moment?
You in love with the moment, Ray 6? At the moment, I am in love.
Whether it's the thing they love, the thing they do, or the person they are with, I have travelled the world to find out the meaning of the word love. And now I want to share with you some of these amazing stories. I'm a bride in front of a church in a dress that dreams are made of. These are symbols in the Western world that mean I have found true love. But I've got two problems. Is marriage still relevant today? And if it is, and I do get married, will the true love stick around? Also, I don't have a groom, but I'm going to sort that out later. Love can arrive in many different guises, and each person has their own individual experience of it. We all want something different from our love, from our relationship, and often these expectations or preconceived ideas of what we think we should be experiencing really get in the way of having a happy love life. Some people are even called lucky in love. So does that mean love is like a lottery with winners and losers? What is the secret to true love? And is there such a thing? Tonight we're exploring true love and looking at how some Australians do love, as well as eavesdropping in on some lady talk about their marriages. Also, I'm going to hit the streets and find out what love is available for a bride like me. But coming up next, I have this amazing conversation I had with Paul Mercurio quite some time ago, where he bravely discussed his marriage and the notion of whether love and being in love with someone are two different things. Paul Mercurio.
No, I'm not in love.
Yeah.
I love,
Yeah.
but I'm not in love. I was got up this morning and I was buttering my toast in my jammies, and my wife was in her mockies. Actually, no.
Is your wife here tonight?
No, she's not.
But you are married to
Yep.
someone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife was standing in her dressing gown and her mockies. I was a bit nervous because I knew I was going to say, no, I'm not in love. And I said to my wife,
That's full on.
honey, are you in love? And she went, yep.
Straight up.
Didn't even think about
She
it.
didn't even think about it.
No.
Straight in there.
And I said, what with?
Oh, you were doing your own Aphrodite with your wife. That's
I
so
was
dangerous,
like that.
Paul. Over breakfast and moccasins.
my-
Look out,
we
you're
were-
going down a troubled alley.
Yeah, Vegemite on the toast. And she said, with you. So I'm wondering,
Wow.
is it a girl-boy thing as well? I mean, I think being in love is something to do with youth. I'm not as young as I used to, and there's kind of responsibilities and all sorts of things. But is there I don't know, this intrinsic difference between the way men and women look at love and
Yeah.
how they feel that?
Yeah.
So do you think perhaps when you're younger you had a more romantic ideal around the notion of being in love, and now that's sort of, as you've matured, that's sort of subsided to something else? Or is it because the relationships you've been in, I don't know, how long you've been married for?
15 years. It's a magnificent journey.
Yeah.
But it's a tough one at times.
Yeah.
And it can be enlightening, inspiring, hard work, you know, all of those things. And I'm wondering why, maybe that's why I feel that being in love belongs to youthful exuberance, when
Right.
things were different and new and
Yeah.
untried and untested, as we were.
So you can still imagine yourself being 90 and being with your wife?
Yes,
Ah,
in our mockies.
Wow, Paul Mercurio, how honest is he? Now next I have Alan Rowe talking about the day he met his beautiful partner, and also how she would react if he asked her to marry him.
I lost my virginity to a lesbian.
Woo! He's another winner of love!
And I didn't know this until afterwards. She went, Jen, normally I'm a lesbian, so this is a bit of a different thing. And I just went, oh, okay. I was 16, I didn't know what else to say. I was just thought, well, great, I've had sex.
You must have felt kind of honoured, like, you know, that you made the lesbian bend your way.
Oh, yeah, look, no, she made me bend her way. Let's just, I'm not going to say anything else about it. So I went to this bar and there was this beautiful young woman working on the door. And I just went, Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's a
but-
lesbian.
Well, yeah, I just immediately assumed she would be a lesbian, and I thought nothing else about it. And I'm just getting drunk with my friends and watching these bands, and I sit down to have a bit of a rest, and there she is sitting next to me.
Ah.
And she said hello, and I said hello, and she said, "What's your name?" I said Alan, and then she said, "I'm Helen," and then she said, "When are you going to kiss me?"
Wow, what style, what grace. And what did you think then?
I just went, "Well, that's fine." And I went, "Now?" And she went, "Yep." So we started kissing. And
Straight up.
so, well, what else was I meant to do?
I'm proud of you.
I'd like to be friends first. Get fucked. I'm going to kiss her. She was a straight girl who was interested in me. And so we're kissing, and I was thinking, this is good. And one of my friends tapped me on the shoulder, and he said, "How long have you known her?" I said, "I just met her." And he turned around, and there's all my friends looking at us, and he went, "He has just fucking met her." So we arranged to meet up.
They must have been totally impressed by you, though. Like, just grabbing the bird and snogging her like that.
I suppose so. I was only really thinking about her at that point.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you're really cute, and kissing me, so that's all working out really nicely.
Few pluses there.
Well, yeah, exactly. I felt, I was king of the world at that time.
Would you say that she's your soulmate?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and she's my best friend and everything like that, and so which is extremely important. And so I'm just really, really lucky.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying not to fuck it up.
Now, do you want to ask her one more time to marry you?
No, because she would just punch me in the face.
He is so funny. And just a little update, they now are still together and have a beautiful child together. Now, in this day and age, how can same-sex marriage not be the thing we are doing? I mean, really, I think we should all go on a marriage strike throughout Australia until everyone is allowed to get married. Now, I have a fabulous guest who's just popped by. The local minister, is going to have a chat to us about her opinion on same-sex marriage.
Well, basically, this congregation supports the idea of marriage equality and providing, the opportunity for same-sex couples
Fantastic.
to enter into marriage. So we wrote a response to the National Assembly of the Uniting Church in support of marriage equality, and we had our sign-up just yesterday.
Do you think it's going to actually affect how the government's perceiving things if the church gets on board?
I just think it's important that people realise that one Christian voice is not all Christian voices.
Yes.
And that I think ultimately it is inevitable that we're going to move that way.
Yeah.
And we need to be heard in that as well.
Yeah.
We're about speaking out for justice for all, and to not allow people to enter into marriage is an injustice.
Wyaria is our daughter, so Kirk is our dad, and V and I are mama.
Great. You look like the meat in the sandwich there, Kirk. What's going on?
Let's sit down and make a list, and we're going to list, if we're going to approach anyone, let's do our big long list. Anyway, we got to Kirk, who was number one, and we couldn't get any further.
Coming up next, girl talk. Marriage, sex, love, all on the table. It's going to be hot.